today I've been doing a few projects on the van. Tidied up the wire, took down the power wall, built a table, and today's video is about DVLA, how to register your van. So obviously I've got a 6-foot bed, that will pass, it's bolted down correctly, but before you bolt down things, this is how I bolt down my van. So I use self tappets, quite long ones to be honest, so when you look under the van you can actually see them hanging. But I try not to put too many bolts going into the floor, because obviously when you drive in the rust, you know, water of course, rust and stuff like that, and I try to put as minimum bolts in the ground. So, and obviously I'll go under there with hammerite and I'll spray the bolts. So that's a tip for you, make sure when you drill, hammerite your bolt. And so far I've never got no rust underneath my van. And obviously my main floor I did hammerite it as well. Well, the parts what were damaged and scratched when I bought the van. So yeah, I hammerite them, underneath is hammerited. Your main frame, obviously on the bottom, usually you have quite, I don't know, that 8-inch plate where you can drill bolts in for your bed, cabinets. Same as with my cabinet as well here, or my kitchen unit. This is bolted to the actual frame, to the surface, and 2 bolts going down, or 3 bolts going down. Yeah, 3 bolts going down in this one, and 4 bolts going down in this one, and then I've got like 4 going into the wall. So there's a tip for you. You know, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it that way, but I think that's one of the best ways, and it's stable, it doesn't move. So, and another thing, when you're building your bed, look where your main supports are, so on the back of the walls, because obviously I never use no timber on this back. That's why my wall's a bit wavy, really wavy. I tried to get as much space in the van as possible. So technically if you had timber behind there, you'll lose maybe, I don't know, 1 inch or 2 inches, and 2 inches on each side, that's 4 inches. It's quite a lot of space to be honest. So I tried to make my van as wide as possible. I'm not bothered about the wave of the wall, because it looks pretty cool. Just always like mark where your braces are when you put like ton and groove up. If not, you're gonna just have holes all in your ton and groove. So yeah, everything's secured down now. I've got the seat secured, I've got my 6-foot bed secured, my kitchen secured, my shower and toilet, I'm still waiting for parts. I'm trying to build it as light as possible. So I'm thinking about putting some nice plastic cladding in here, and I'll see how that goes, but I'm going to try and make it as light as possible, clad it out. I'm going to lose about 3 inches on the shower, because I'm going to try and make it like a false wall, so I can hang the boiler and that on braces or 2x2 inside, so you know I don't get no vibration when I'm driving and stuff like that. And obviously it's really strong and secured, because I don't want it to drop and break my plastic shower tray. So yeah, I have to do like a 3-inch false wall. I'm happy with that. Go all the way up. I tidied up the wires. I will give you a little look around in a minute, peeps. Yeah, I tidied up the wires. I still got built like a box for my, I don't know, my control panel. I wired up the TV on a normal 12-volt socket, and I cut off the power cable. I will show you that in a minute as well. And yeah, that's about it to be honest. But yeah, everything's looking good. So my next video, or one of my videos coming along, I will show you how I registered the van, the vehicle documents. I will show you how to do that, and that's it. But the more photos and more evidence you've got is better. So example, you've got a YouTube channel and you're taking videos daily, they can actually click your last link or whatever, review that link and your pictures, and then they're happy with it. Take pictures outside your van, your registration, everything. You've got to do everything. You know, things like cameras and that, you don't have to show them, but I did. So the more pictures and that you got is better. So don't just take pictures of just your 6-foot bed, your kitchen unit, because that can be anyone's kitchen unit and anyone's bed, you know what I mean? So the more pictures you show them and the more evidence, it just goes quick. Obviously this is like my 5th time doing it. The rules have changed. You know, it used to be a 1-burner, now it's a 2-burner. What else has changed? I'm not sure about the shower and toilet. I think that's optional still. I don't think you need a shower and toilet. But obviously I'm just showing you what I do in progress in getting the DVLA to accept it's a camper van. Example, your 240 volt and stuff like that. I think before you had to send an electrician and a plumber certificate. I'm not sure if you have to do that now. But anyway, I've done all the plumbing and electrics myself. If I have to get it inspected, then I have to get it inspected, but I know it pass. That's about it, to be honest. You know, your vents and that are optional, but if you do take pictures of them, as I said, it's better for you. But yeah, let me give you a few more tips. Example, the table. This table, obviously a DIY table. I haven't finished with it, it's just to take pictures. So when they see my progress on the van, you know, it's going to be changed later on. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking about putting bottle tops on it, to be honest, and then lacquer in it to make it look really nice. I'm not really sure. Yeah, anyway, the table is a DIY table, as I said, but the legs, what you get with it, you get like a base. I'm going to show you that base right now, because what everyone does, they drill straight through their van floor. That's a no-no, peeps. If you do that, you're just aiming to get rust on your van. Obviously, if you treat it, you're not. But think about it. If someone else buys that van and they don't want it as a camper, or they want to move that table, they're going to have a hole in that floor. The only thing I've cut out, I know I put a brand new wooden flooring in, you know, brand new one, and then I put carpet on top. But at least they can replace that wooden floor. But if you cut out a circle, they have to weld it and stuff like that. It's just harder work, and then rip up your plywood to do that, right? So let me just show you a little tip. I'm going to show you, then I'm going to give you a little look around. Okay, this is my little DIY table, what I've done. So let me just take this off, as you see, quite easy. Remember, peeps, I haven't completed the whole van yet. I've still got to do a box there with hinges and stuff like that, but I'll talk you through that in a bit. But yeah, so this has been in my 4th build, and I'm starting to use some of my old parts now. So all I've done, I got a grinder, and I cut out about 3 inches from the bottom, and now, as you can see, this is my insulation on the floor. So I cut out the carpet and the plywood, and under there is obviously my metal frame for the van. So that is the best way, and then smoothing it down so it's nice and flush. You know, if you get mess in there, you can easily hoover it out and stuff like that. Remember, if you never cut it, you're still gonna have mess in there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's what I did. I just cut it off 3 inches or whatever it was, or 4 inches, and the pipe fits perfectly. It goes all the way down, yeah, so it's not going to go anywhere, and that will pass. You know, I painted the table white, bad mistake. All I did, I put some normal screws in there, and then I grinded them down, filled them with filler, and then I painted it, and then I'm going to put some bottle tops or something on it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Same as with this, I still got to finish off these. I've got some clips coming, the sink and that I still got to do, and this is the TV power supply. All I did, I cut it up and I modified the wire. Let me talk about the wire on this, because a lot of people might do this and then they blow up the TV. But before you do this, let me show you. Throw that away. This is a DC cable, obviously, from that. Take this out, okay? And obviously it's been modified before, because obviously I bought this second hand, this TV, it wasn't brand new. Okay, so the best thing to do, because I needed long good wire, I had to modify it again. And then on the other side, obviously, get a neutral and positive, right? Easy, neutral and positive. But you have to find out which one's neutral and positive. Sometimes it has a line here, but always test it, because sometimes that line can be positive, right? This is my experience, because I did it before and I blew up my TV. So before you do it, before you plug it in, use a voltmeter, one of these, and then put one inside, the red one inside and the black one outside. And if it gives you the reading, not in negative, obviously in positive, then you know you got the connection the right way. So that is one of the best ways, and I've got that on a switch, on this switch here. So if you look here, and I'll click this, it switch off the TV. So I've got my camera system, and then I've got my kill switch, what I've got here, obviously, what I said, and everything's doing pucker. Look, example, look, let me switch on this light so you can see. 12.7 in electric, and I've been in this van for a long time today. You know, this is the only thing what kills my power, is that big fan. It takes about 5 amps, it's just a killer. But it's still good. Obviously, you know, you're going camping in France and that, you've got a lot of heat anyway. Let me have another shot of whiskey and then I'll tell you some more things. So, I've ordered the bedding for this. Hopefully that'll be in my next video. And I'll show you what that looks like with the bedding on. But I've still got a lot of trimming to do on this bed. Because obviously I want it to look professionally. You know, like here. Looks pretty nice, right? And it's all flush, it's all square. As I said, I use a square on this. When I bolted this down, I did have to put some force, like going up, like, you know, and then drilling it in because the wood started to warp. I don't know why, but it's straight now. It's really, really straight. I'm happy with it. And I'll just put some more bigger frames in, some more support, because obviously this is the one that pulls out. I've got to grind off a few more screws, and that's it, to be honest. This is bolted down, as I said. Let me show you. This is my old bit. I've got to modify that. I'm thinking about putting something like that under. So these are stainless steel bolts, so they don't rust. Under there. I've got to use these. Right, guys. I'm going to talk about the plumbing now, because this is one of the main things in the van, the plumbing. A lot of people, you know, they bodge their plumbing. I'm not saying they're bodgy, I'm saying they just drill a hole and they drop one of these outside. I'm thinking about putting adapters like this on my floor, and then I just drop the hose inside it, so it's like a washing machine, if you know what I mean. So you just plunk it on, and then I have a like a switch, and then I can like turn off the water and turn on the water, or have a waste tank underneath. I'm not sure what to do yet, because my 70-litre water tank up there, I'm thinking about putting it underneath the van. I'm not sure where to put that water tank. I am not sure where to put that water tank, peeps. I don't want to put it under here because I need that for my fridge. Under here is going to be for all my clothes, you know. It's 5 people, so I need clothes here and clothes under that one as well. In the back of the garage, I want a lot of space because obviously I've got a boat in there and an engine. You know, I've got lots of things in there, and obviously the kids are going to put their bikes and that in there as well. So I might have to have a 50-litre tank, and I think it's a 15 litre waste tank. I'm not sure. So what do you reckon? Because I ain't got no room now. I definitely need 2 fridge and freezer. Brilliant fridge and freezer, peeps. Trust me, look at my review on that. You will love that fridge and freezer. I'm telling you now, it's the best camping fridge freezer out there, mate. Forget Dominic. Obviously Dominic's good, I'm not knocking it, but you won't beat that for that price. I'm telling you now, my Dominic, what I had before, used to suck electric, but this one, I'm telling you now, it is a beast. And I've got 2 of these, but freezer, fridge, cooler box, even when you switch it off, it still keeps cool. So that's really, really good. So yeah, I'm just trying to make things a bit better now. The only thing is with my table, look, I can't open my drawer, but I could just do that. So yeah, that's the only thing. But when I got the bed slid out, I could put my legs under it and have that there for my whiskey table. Oh god. Okay, peeps. That's about it for today. Trying to give you as much information as I can. If I'll get this finished off in a couple of days. I've still got a few more cameras to install and, you know, tied up all these wires. And that's about it. I've got to finish up there as well, and the back window. Got to get some more tan and groove, and then yeah, I'll be ready to roll. Oh yeah, put the aerial on there now, so that'd be with my flowers. I was getting a better signal here, but yeah, I'll glue that down or screw that down to the ledge. I think I Velcro it actually. Putting those, got to stain that. But yeah, but yeah, guys. Any questions? Just let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I'll get that installed. I'm thinking about putting the pump underneath the basin. What do you think? But obviously I can still get to it from this side. I'm going to have like a little door. I like to keep an eye on it, you know what I mean, for leaks and that. But it is a good pump. Really, really good. It's really powerful. Obviously this one is hand now, so I don't need no electric here. But yeah, so one switch for that. What's up there? Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you think of the build. Leave some comments below, and I'll get back with you with your questions. Hobbies and Gadgets is now signing out, and peace.